everyone, this is Jenny Yetto from the Pixie Post, and I am back with the latest edition of the Moon Watch series. And we are celebrating the new moon in Aquarius, aka the Chinese Lunar New Year, Year of the Rat. So we're going to be diving right in and seeing what kind of energies are in store for us this cycle. Well, it is another exciting time for the new moon, and the new moon always represents new beginnings, fresh starts, clean slate, and it's always an exciting time. But I've noticed this time, especially with the Lunar New Year in effect, everything's a little more vibrant. It's a little more energized, and I know this is going to carry out into the next couple weeks. It's a time for taking a leap of faith. It's a good time to take that chance when you were reluctant to before. Slow and steady wins the race, and that's usually the saying we all go by. But I've noticed that in certain aspects, that may not always be the case. Sometimes you have to just take that leap of faith, go for it, even if everybody's shocked. You have to do what's right for you. Now, of course, always trust your intuition. If it doesn't feel right to do that, don't do it. I'm not encouraging anything like that. But if it feels right in your soul and it feels true to your authentic self and to your life mission, have at it. So with that, I'm going to be going into the moon card reading. As always, I'm using my Moonology Oracle card deck from Yasmin, Boland. And I really like the inside. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. Let the moon be your guide. I always like that. It's really kind of inspiring. Please excuse if we have any noise in the video. Like, I always seem to have something going on. There's never a dull moment. It was a really nice day outside today. It was like in the 50s, I believe. And I have kids screaming outside my house, so it's okay. It's no big deal, but it might bleed into the video, so forgive me if that happens. As usual, I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I do a 3-card draw. I don't always remember to say this. I'm going to say it in this video. As a disclaimer, this is a general card reading. This is not a prediction of the future. This is not personalized. If you do want a personal card reading, feel free to contact me at any of the social media listed below. Again, the Patreon page I have is in effect, but it's currently going through reconstruction. So you'll notice some of the tiers will start changing. I'm hoping to include a couple more good things with that. Basically, what I'm striving for in that avenue is to be able to afford a better camera, maybe a light ring, just better equipment to enhance this channel and make better videos for you guys. So there's no pressure, but if you feel inclined to, the link is below. And I'm going to shuffle this. I already cleared this from any past energy, so here we go. I'm going to stop babbling. I don't know. I'm always talkative, but I'm really chatterbox today. I don't know. I went back to work today, so that's probably why. Work at the hotel. Okay. Here we go. New moon in Aquarius. Let's see what they have to say for us. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Oh, awesome. Okay. This is a very interesting reading. Okay. The first card. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. This is so fitting for this time period right now. As I said earlier, it's all about taking a leap of faith. That's a phrase I keep hearing right now as the messages are coming in. This can be done in a major way or it can be done in a minor way, depending on your situation and what you're aspiring to. Some of you may have that career goal you just want to jump into. A lot of the time when you want to strive for a huge goal, we always want to have a safety net. And probably 80% of the time that's a good thing to have. But sometimes we have to take that chance where we just go to both feet in and just go for it. I'm not saying put yourself in a dangerous situation or precarious where you can't support yourself, but I would say think twice about being stuck in that rat race or in that mundane job that you hate going to every day. Be on the lookout for a new job if you actually want to be in a structured environment, or go into business for yourself. You may ask yourself, well, I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't have anything I really want to go into business with. What is something that you absolutely love and that you would love to get paid for? That could be baking. You could bake things for different customers, sell them slowly but surely, just thrive from that. You could write your blog, write about things you're passionate about, get paid. That's what I do on Steam. That's another option that I really do on the side. There's a whole lot of different things you can do. If it's not a career thing, you can even do a volunteer thing. Volunteer work is very encouraged right now, whether it's going to the Animal Humane Society or helping veterans or at a food bank, what have you. Or even just donating your time to others that really could use your help. And it's about giving back. That's what I'm feeling too. It's always about giving back, because when you give to others, when you're in service to others, you get that back in tenfold. And as I always say in these videos, don't do it with the agenda of, oh, what can I get out of it? Think about how you would feel if you were those people. Put yourself in their shoes for a moment and imagine what it would be like to have someone help you when you least expect it, especially if you're down and out on your luck. I know it really warms my heart when I can do something simple for someone that might not be any big deal to me personally. It might be just an everyday thing I would do, like smile at somebody or maybe pay it forward and buy their next cup of coffee. Something like that. Just even little things like that. It can have a butterfly effect because it can just warm that person's heart or just make their day a little brighter when they're having a rough time. And it comes out in their actions, and that might touch the life of someone else that they encounter. So it's really, really interesting. A smile, patience, thinking twice about how you say things really can make a big impact on someone. So always believe in the impossible. Believe in miracles. Believe that life can be good, even if you're going through a rough time right now. Because nothing lasts forever. True, good times don't always last long because you go into kind of a tough cycle for a while. But it's always also on the other aspect. You don't go through a rough time forever either. You will come out of it and you will see the light at the other end of the tunnel. And I really think that's important because even I lose sight of that occasionally. Lately, though, I've been really working on my mentality because I'll be really good for a while. I'll feel good. I'll feel really energized. And due to physical health, but also spiritual health, sometimes I get caught up in the fast-paced life and forget about nurturing my spiritual self. So I'll get caught up in the 3D reality of the rat race, as they say, or the stress levels, and I'm just go, 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 and I don't take time for myself. So then I'll get into a kind of a slight depression, if you will, and I'll start seeing things in a more negative light. When I take a step back and look at things and just even look for one little thing that's a positive, it really gets me back into that positive way of thinking. And there are tips and tricks that you can do to help yourself. And if you guys want to know a little more in depth about it, let me know below or click like. That way I can know if that's of interest to you, and I'll do another video on that separately. But always believe in the possible, even when you think things just can't get any worse or even get any better. Always something better is around the corner. So I love that card. The second one, which kind of coincides with what I was saying, ironically enough, The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Now, this new moon is always about new beginnings. But there is a chapter that is closing and another chapter is opening. This is the first new moon of 2020, and it's a new year, a new decade. And if you haven't already, it's always good to reevaluate where you're at right now. Commend yourself for how far you've come, but also see what you want to strive for in the future. At the same time, be in the present moment. Appreciate what you have. Have gratitude. And we hear that all the time, and it's so easy to go, yeah. Of course I'm grateful. Of course I'm grateful. And you might do that for the next few days, and then you just kind of forget about it. And it's human nature, we tend to do that. And it's really, really important to be in the present moment, to really appreciate the people that are in your life, the cup of coffee you'll have, or the sunrise you'll see, even your job that you may not like so much sometimes, but there's somebody there that you really appreciate, or an experience that you can learn from. And nothing is completely negative if you can learn something from it. They're only lessons. So just know that whatever tough time you're going through right now is coming to a close. You will find closure in the next couple of weeks in one form or another. It may not always be how you imagined it, but it will be some sort of transitional close, I guess. I don't know if that sounds right, but basically you'll transition from that to something new. I'm also getting where it could be just very literal, the end of a tough cycle, whether it's a move or a rough time at your job or financial. I'm hearing financial a lot. I've been struggling a little myself with that, but I know it's all for the highest good. It's something to teach me how to budget my money a little bit better, or how to appreciate the money I have, not come from a place of lack. That's really, really important. Just always know that you already have it, even if you don't physically see it. You'll notice your way of thinking will start changing, even a week of doing that. So, okay. And the third but last card, which is definitely not the least, you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. And I'm feeling a lot of this is quite literal. As we all know, Australia has been having so many fires and so much trauma right now. And if any of you watching are from Australia, my heart goes out to you. You're in my prayers, and we are all praying for you. I really feel that this is a message for some people, that your loved ones are safe. They will be okay, especially with any thing like that, or any natural disaster, or something they're really, really struggling with medically, what have you. They will be okay. It's just they're going through a tough time right now. Just be there for them, support them. Even if you can't physically be there, just continue to be there for them. We all need to encourage each other right now. We all need to be there for each other, because it's a tough time right now in the world. Not just Australia, which is a big part, but there's a lot of weird things going on right now. And I have a lot of good people in my life that are getting very discouraged and very emotional. As you can tell, I'm getting emotional. But that's when it's super important to pull together. Even if we don't see eye to eye, it's really, really important to remember that we're all connected in one way or another. It's time to put aside the pettiness, the things that we tend to disagree on that really doesn't matter in the end. What matters is that we connect, and that we remember we're all human, no matter where we're from, no matter what faith we're in, no matter what religion or race or whatever. It's really important to know that we all need to pull together even more and just be there for one another. And basically, try to limit any negative news, because there's a lot of fake news out there, a lot of conflicting things that really messes with a lot of our heads. And a lot of it is just to keep us in the matrix, is to keep us stuck in this reality. And there's a whole lot more out there than just what we see. And a lot of us know that. A lot of us are already awakened to that. But even if you haven't, that's okay. That doesn't make you any less than anyone else. It's just we all see it in a different way. And it's really, really important that we take stock of that. Being negative and feeding into the news and all the violence and everything else, it doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve us, because that's not what we're here for. Granted, there are things that have its place. It doesn't mean we don't have a dark side, and anyone who tells you it's all love and light and unicorns all the time really doesn't have a full grasp of the awakening process. There's a shadow work that we all have to do. There's integration we have to do with our dark side and our light side. And sometimes it takes a lifetime to do that. And just know that you are safe as well. Take care of yourself. Self-care is really important, as well as balancing out with taking charge of your life. Because some of us are so comfortable not taking action, just staying in the behind the scenes, behind that curtain. And it's not time to do that anymore. It's actually over. It's time to take action now. Take charge of your life. Go out of your comfort zone, even if it's scary, because fear is an illusion. Fear is a man-made thought process. It's to keep us from knowing the full potential of ourselves. And if you fail, what's the worst that can happen? You fail. You learn a lesson. You figure it out and you move on. And a lot of the time, when we're scared of how others react, most of the time, they don't care as much as you think they will. And I kind of learned that. Fear is always built in our minds, and it's an ego construct. And while there's, of course, like I said, with anything, there's always a place for fear, like keep us away from dangerous situations, like getting attacked, or common sense stuff. But other than that, we let fear run ourselves way too much sometimes. And now is to take action and be bold. Empower yourself. Empower others. So there you have it. That's the new moon in Aquarius card reading. I'm sorry if it was a little bit all over the place. It's weird because I start off very focused, and then all of a sudden I get all these messages and all these emotions that are channeled in. So sometimes it throws me off a little bit. So I might be all over the place. But they're very direct messages, but they're very, very important. And it's not one where we just listen to it and go, oh, that's nice. It's time to act on it. And just believe in yourself. Believe in the impossible and push on, to use the term from 2020 Vision. I think there are going to be some amazing things going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. As we go into February, there's going to be some new things coming out on this channel, and I'm really excited to share them with you. And in the meantime, I hope you guys got something from this. I hope it resonated. If it didn't, that's okay. Sometimes some readings might not resonate for you. I hope you enjoyed it as well. So until the next time, To know thyself is to know thy truth. Namaste. Before we begin, I wanted to thank you all for subscribing. Oh no. Before I start the reading, I want to welcome back everybody. I can't talk today. I am so brain dead. All this hotel guests just zapped all the wisdom from my brain. Before we begin, I wanted to congratulate everybody. Oh yeah, congratulate for watching my channel. Yeah, okay, that's good. It's almost dark out and I still have kids screaming outside my house. Good times. Especially with all those relentless, can I have a late checkout? A minute before they have to check out.